Greetings. Welcome to our channel once again. In this channel, we are going to see examples related to new 7 tools. We have already seen a movie or video on new 7 tools. That video is combining all the 7 tools in one session. In this, we are going to recall whatever we have learned in the new 7 tools video one by one. So we are going to have examples for each tool in one video. That's what I am planning in this. So this is the first video. So the purpose is to understand the new 7 tools deeply through examples. That way, each tool is explained again with one example in separate videos. So there will be 7 videos coming for all these new 7 tools. So in this video, we are going to see again in detail about the first tool, Affinity Diagram, with an example. Let us recall our learning on Affinity Diagram. We have already seen Affinity Diagram helps categorize and organize large number of fragmented, uncertain information into logical cohesive group. Let us say lot of voices, lot of opinions, lot of views are coming in the form of verbal data. So what we do in Affinity Diagram, we categorize all the information and then we bring it into a logical cohesive group. That's what we do in Affinity Diagram. So essentially, Affinity Diagram method is for gathering ideas and opinions in the form of verbal data. So the data will be only in the form of opinions. There won't be numbers. There won't be numerical data. It will be in the form of verbal data. With that verbal data collected, we draw a complete diagram based on the common relationship and similarities between various data. So we find the similarities among the verbal data and then group them together. That's what we aim in Affinity Diagram. So the result of the tool, the result of the Affinity Diagram will be better idea selection of a problem. So we will be completely getting an understanding of the problem and the problem will be well understood at the end of the Affinity Diagram session. Let us see one example of Affinity Diagram. So we will go deep into that example. So the background of the example is like this. An organization. That organization is a leading or original equipment manufacturer. That is OEM, manufacturer of passenger vehicles. They wanted to enhance employee satisfaction level. So that is what their motto. For that purpose, the company formed a cross-functional team, CFT. They decided to analyze the results of a dipstick survey of employee satisfaction level. So they did a dipstick survey and collected opinion from the employees, and they wanted to study the employee inputs, and they wanted to arrive at various initiatives to enhance employee satisfaction. So they wanted to improve the employee satisfaction. So they also measured what is the current level and they want to go to a benchmark level through an affinity diagram. So they want to reach a higher level, which is a benchmark in industry standard, and they wanted to use the affinity diagram for that purpose. So let us see how they did created the affinity diagram. So the purpose statement was prepared first. So the leader of the team is head of human resources. So he prepared the purpose statement and explained to the CFT members. Then the team started brainstorming session with the purpose statement. What is a purpose statement? Action plan to enhance employee satisfaction level. That is the purpose statement. So the brainstorming session started. The team members started the brainstorming session with the purpose statement, which we have already seen. The purpose statement is action plan to enhance employee satisfaction level. CFT members write down their ideas individually on sticky notes. So each member started writing their opinions individually on a sticky notes. The ideas were collected, and all the ideas were placed at random on the wall or a whiteboard. Then the team leader tells the CFT members to review the sticky notes, because some would have written duplicate ideas, and then some ideas may not be very relevant. So all those ideas, duplicate ideas, irrelevant ideas were removed, and they also wanted to review, is there any missing item. So that also was done in the review section. So the team leader tells the CFT members to review the sticky notes and requested them to come up with any missed ideas. Now, at the end of the session, 26 ideas came out. So the team lead CFT members generated 26 ideas, and all the ideas were pasted on a whiteboard. So this is the whiteboard with the purpose statement, action plan to enhance employee satisfaction level. So these are all the 26 ideas. The ideas vary from various things: training initiatives, formation of small group activities, skill development, loans and salary advances, canteen food enhancements, scholarships to employee children, like that, higher education sponsorship, nomination for external training. Similarly, so many subjects: review of bonus and incentives policy, disciplinary procedure, rewards and recognition through cash awards, safe working environments, job opportunities for wards of employees, grievances redressal, medical policy, and facilities, like that. 26 ideas were generated by the CFT members, and they were pasted at random on the whiteboard under the title Action Plan to Enhance Employee Satisfaction Level. This is the purpose statement. Now, the CFT team members reviewed all the ideas individually, and they started sorting and grouping the ideas. In what way they grouped? Whichever is having affinity to each other. So according to their affinities, they started grouping the ideas, and the team leader leads the process. So the team leader was leading the process of creating the affinities, and that is categorizing. And after categorization, all the ideas which were grouped under several categories were put like this. So how many categories came? We got 7 categories. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 categories came. So, for example, in this category, rationalization of salary structure, pension benefits, loans and salary advance, review of bonus and incentives, like something related to compensation, they were all grouped. Training initiatives, skill development, higher education, sponsorship, Six Sigma Bell certification, something related to employee development, training and other initiatives were grouped separately. Disciplinary procedures, grievance redressal, so some industrial relations related things were grouped here. Rewards recognition, and then display of pictures. So recognition, rewards were separately grouped. And then employee engagement initiatives, nurturing total employee involvement, formation of small group activities. So employee involvement activities were grouped together. Promotion, policy review, job enrichment. So that is categorized separately. Canteen food enhancement, scholarships to employees' children, job opportunities for wards of employees, medical insurance, family connect. So these benefits were grouped under separate categories. So all the 7 categories were drawn here, and next, at the end of the sorting of all the 26 ideas, they were categorized into 7 categories, and all the 7 categories were labeled. So labels or category heads were given for each group of ideas. So this idea became compensation and benefits. So this category becomes talent development initiatives. This industry relations initiatives. This is rewards and recognition initiatives. This is employee engagement initiatives, growth potential initiatives, and then employee welfare initiatives. So when the process was started, there were 26 ideas which were all taken at random. In other words, when viewed as a group, we were not having any clear picture. But then after forming the affinity diagram and then creating separate groups based on the affinities and then giving them the title, we get a clear picture. So thus the affinity diagram helps the organization to understand what is really required to enhance employee satisfaction level. So finally, the affinity diagram has emerged like this. So this is the affinity diagram which can successfully help the organization to come out with the policies which will enhance the employee satisfaction level. So the team leader presents to the top management to support decision making so that the organization can take new policies or decisions that will be that can be implemented to enhance the employee satisfaction level. So thus the affinity diagram is helping us to understand various opinions, various verbal information, and then group them and come out with a clear understanding of the problem on hand or situation on hand. So that is the power of affinity diagram. Thank you. Thank you for your active participation.